Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second edition of UEW Toxic Aftershock. I am your host, 14-time UEW World Champion Ron Diamond, and this is the show in between shows with all the news, rumors, and one action-packed match. And that action-packed match tonight will be John Greyson versus Supernova in a rematch from our world title tournament. Also, speaking of the World Title Tournament, let's talk about that right now. At Toxic number 3, it will be Madman versus Lynx. It will be John Greyson versus Enderblaze. These guys will be in the semifinal rounds to determine who will go on to Rebirth to face each other for the UEW World Heavyweight Championship. Also, at Toxic 3, we will see how Nitro and Maverick fare in single competition. We have already seen Nitro and Inferno take on the Party Boys, Lance and Maverick. Lance picking up the win over Inferno with the Party Splash. So, we will see how they fare in singles competition, Nitro and Maverick. And that leads me on to Aftershock number 3, where we will see Inferno versus Lance in singles competition. So we will see if these guys are just as good in singles as they are in tag team matches. Oh, wait a minute. I'm getting word from the back. It seems like we may have a issue back there. Let's take the cameras to the back.
Who is that? Somebody needs to get back there and help Greyson immediately. This guy is viciously attacking him. Who is this guy? He does not belong here. He is not employed by UEW. If somebody does not stop him, we're not having our main event. Where is security? Well, right against that window. This can't be good. I don't think we're going to be having our match tonight. Oh, he landed wrong on that shoulder. Of his bad arm of all things. Somebody really needs to stop this. Security, another superstar, anyone. Oh, of course, now the guy's going to run away like a coward.
Talk about a heinous, unnecessary attack on John Greyson. And you have to expect that Supernova is behind this attack, being that they have a match later on tonight. But was it Supernova himself? Was it his buddy X-Raider, who we have yet to see here in UEW? Could it be one of Supernova's friends from the past? Or could it be somebody he hired off the street to take out John Greyson before tonight's match? It's honestly hard to tell. By the time our security got there, whoever had attacked John Greyson was gone and had left him on the floor holding the shoulder of his already bad arm. So, while our medical personnel sees to John Greyson to see if he is cleared for tonight's match, let's move on to some other news. We actually were in the middle of editing this show and decided to refilm part of it because of what has happened over the last week or so. And that was that our systems all went down. Our computers, our cell phones, our landlines, everything. Nothing in our building was working. We had our tech teams come in. They couldn't get anything working. They had no clue why it wasn't working. The only thing for certain is that this morning, everything started working again without a problem. Everything was just the way we left it, but we got a cryptic email or text message. Everyone in the company received a email or text message saying only 3 words, and those 3 words are, "I am coming." Could these 3 words be coming from X-Raider himself? Could it be somebody completely new to the company? Could it be somebody that we have seen in the past? It's really, honestly, hard to tell. If it is X-Raider, Supernova is keeping tight-lipped about it, We're still seeing him kind of skulk through the back on his cell phone talking quietly to somebody. But as I said, he's keeping tight-lipped. Anytime anybody asks him, he will not even so much as give a response. He just kind of looks at him and continues about his business. It could be X-Raider. It could be somebody else entirely. Who knows? It is a complete mystery. UEW seems to be full of them here these days. But you know what's not a mystery? Our next premium live event, our first premium live event, not next, our first. Sorry about that. And that is Rebirth, and it has 5 huge matches, and one of them is for the Hardcore Championship, and it will be contested in an Extreme Rules match. It will be LMP versus The Beast. Ought to be an interesting matchup. LMP, and the Beast, 2 different fighting styles all together. LMP, huge high flyer, well, I can't say huge, small high flyer, but his opponent definitely is huge. He's The Beast, aptly named because this man is a beast, and LMP just may get squashed, but hey, it is an Extreme Rules match. Anything goes. LMP could one up on this big guy and become the Hardcore Champion, or the Beast could completely demolish LMP and take the championship home himself. Let's move on to the next match. It will be a last man standing match for the Intercontinental Championship. We don't know who the contestants are yet, but it will be the losers of the semifinal rounds, and those matches are Madman versus Lynx, John Greyson versus Enderblaze. So whoever loses those matches will be in the last man standing match for the Intercontinental title. The next match, it will be a triple threat match. We know 2 of the competitors. Those competitors are Unique Diamond and Christy Reed, and this will be for the UEW Women's World Championship. We do not know who the third competitor. Okay, I know who the third competitor is, but they do not know who the third competitor in this match is. It could be somebody from the past. It could be somebody completely new to the company. It's definitely not somebody from the past, because I'll tell you this much. It will be their first match. So, we're going to keep that secret for now. Let's move on to our next match. It will be for the number 1 contendership for the world title. It will be Red Dog versus Supernova in our first ladder match since our return. We've had ladder matches in the past. I've been part of ladder matches. I don't like ladder matches. I don't even like ladders. But we are going to have our first ladder match since our return. And as I said, it will be for the number 1 contendership match. A contract will be hanging above the ring. Well, it'll be a briefcase with the contract in it, much like the Money in the Bank. But it guarantees this person a championship match at our second premium live event known as Whiplash. So whoever wins this match will go on to face whoever is the winner of our tournament at our second premium live event, Whiplash. Man, Red Dog, he's a big guy. Supernova's a big guy too. Red Dog's got a little bit of a size advantage over him. It's really honestly hard to tell what's going to happen. Will Red Dog break Supernova's back with the last laugh and go up that ladder to grab the championship? Or will Supernova make Red Dog eat his boot with the Nova kick and climb up that ladder to retrieve that briefcase to ensure his title shot? Man, that ought to be a super awesome match. Pun intended. Supernova. Super. I know, I should get out. Anyways, let's move on. Let's talk about our 5th match. Our main event for the premium live event, Rebirth. It will be a cage match for the world Championship. We don't know the competitors yet, but it will be the winners of either Madman and Lynx or Ender Blaze and John Greyson. So whoever wins those two matches will go on to face each other for the World Championship in a cage match. Man, this is huge stuff. 5 awesome matches announced for Rebirth. I cannot wait. We still got a long way to go to get there. And I just got word that John Greyson is clear for tonight's match. And it is time for that match. So let's head to Wilkes-Barre, PA, where Roger Klinsky will introduce our competitors.
This match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Rochester, New York, weighing in at 247 pounds, this is the Lone Wolf, John Greyson.
All right, everyone, here we go with our match of the evening, John Greyson versus Supernova. As you see, there is tape on the shoulder of John Greyson, and that's due to the attack earlier tonight by an unknown assailant. It definitely was not Supernova, but I'm pretty sure Supernova knows who did it. I will definitely be getting to the bottom of this, but John Greyson, if he's in any sort of pain, he is definitely not showing it here. He definitely looks like he's ready for a fight tonight. We'll see how the Lone Wolf fares tonight with that injured shoulder.
His opponent, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 254 pounds, this is Supernova.
Man, this guy really gets under my skin. Look at the smug look on that son of a bitch. You know, I've worked with this guy in the past, and one thing's for sure, you can't trust this guy as far as you can throw him. I hope Nova gets what's coming to him tonight from John Greyson. The attack on the Lone Wolf was completely unnecessary, and I'm 100% certain this guy had something to do with it. Is it wrong of me to hope he slips off that middle rope? Takes himself out? This guy just really gets on my nerves. I know I'm supposed to be fair and unbiased, but it's hard to when it comes to guys like this. Kind of want to get in there and slap the taste out of his mouth myself. And the ref calls for the bell. We're underway here. Supernova missing a shot at Greyson there. Greyson turning it around, slamming him down to the mat, and Supernova is already busted open with one move, and the Lone Wolf slapping him across the face. Talk about insult to injury. To be honest, Supernova had it coming to him. Seeing that John Greyson's now targeting that head with that nice kick to the head, but now Supernova in control. You really have to think that the guy that helped Supernova tonight has to be X-rated. Like, I get Supernova has had friends in the past that it could possibly be only a 1 count. But let's be honest. I really think it's X-Raider. A nice neck breaker there. Supernova is bleeding good, too. Like, it wasn't just a little cut. He is donning a crimson mask right now. Supernova looks like he's going for a powerbomb, a sit-down powerbomb. Looked nice. Oh, he went to kick Greyson in the head, but Greyson moving out of the way, a little slow. The Lone Wolf getting up, but a kick to Supernova's head again. Supernova turns around, gets on top of Greyson, gives him a couple shots. Stomp to the gut, elbow to the lower back. Talk about a combo there. They're taking it to the outside. They willingly took this outside. Supernova clotheslining John Greyson. The Lone Wolf coming back, reversing it again. Talk about a series of reversals here, guys. This is a hell of a match already. These guys are putting on one hell of a clinic, to be honest. Some rights from Supernova straight to the face of the Lone Wolf. Suplex out on that floor. Those mats don't do much to actually pad that floor. It helps a little bit, but that floor underneath doesn't have any give. Supernova with a stomp, returning the favor of all those headshots tonight. Throwing the Lone Wolf back in the ring. Getting back in the ring himself. Supernova goes for the pin. 1, 2, only a 2 on Greyson. Supernova thinking here, are we looking at a Nova kick? No! Greyson catching the foot. Greyson says no. Elbow to the knee and another clothesline. And another clothesline. Catching his foot again, tripping him up. Greyson is on fire tonight. For a guy with a shoulder injury, you definitely cannot tell. It doesn't seem to have affected him whatsoever. Another clothesline from Greyson. Took a knee right to the back of Nova's head, a knee to the front of his face. Man, those headshots are vicious. Hey, the Wolf's Bane, this has to be over. 1, 2. Only a 2 count, even after a Wolf's Bane. Supernova is showing why he is a top competitor here in UEW. Looks like Greyson's looking for it again, but an elbow is what he gets instead. And then a right to Greyson. We're looking at, well, the figure 4. An armbar. Supernova trying to make Greyson tap. I'm surprised he's not going after that shoulder more. That was a super kick. 1, 2, no. Wasn't the best cover from Supernova for sure. We're going to put it on that cover there. That was a terrible cover. Looking at another figure 4 there. At least I'm pretty sure that's a figure 4. It's a modified figure 4. Supernova clotheslining Greyson over the top rope and joining him on the outside. That was a pretty incredible move. Supernova seems to want to bust Greyson open to return the favor. He is just headshot after headshot as well. Greyson turns it around rather quickly even after eating the ring apron. Looks like we're taking it back in the ring now. Supernova pandering to the crowd, showing off, and ends up being knocked off the ring apron by Greyson. Greyson now in control here, it seems. I don't know what he's thinking here. Puts him against the ropes. A reversal from Supernova. Nova now back in control. You have to think that if Supernova does manage to win this match, that we're going to have at least one more for the rubber match. And what I'd love to see, and I'm going to predict things now, that John Greyson is going to win the title, Supernova is going to beat Red Dog, and I have a feeling we're going to see this as our main event at our second Premium Live event. I just have a feeling. As I said, Greyson is not showing that shoulder is affecting him whatsoever. He is still looking just as good as ever. A super kick just out of nowhere, going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. No! He picked up the win. Are you serious? Unbelievable. You better thank the guy that attacked him before this match. You have him to thank for this victory. You didn't win this on your own.
Winner, Supernova.
Well, last image you'll see is him wearing the crimson mask that he dons right now. We will see you at Toxic 3.